Hi, Katie Anderson, Leadership and Learning Coach here, and today I want to talk with you about the importance of checking and studying as part of the scientific method or the plan, do, check, act, or plan, do, study, adjust cycles, or hoshin kanri, which is known as strategy deployment in English. First, I have a question for you. How often does your organization, your team, or even yourself take intentional time to check, to reflect, to study, and to learn on the progress that you're making towards goals or strategic initiatives? And second, how okay is it for you or others in your organization or in your team to come forward with problems or bad news so that you know how things are going or not in reality? The importance of the check function is not to assign blame or to be punitive, but it's really about understanding where we're going and the progress that we're making to get there. It's an important component of hoshin kanri, of strategy deployment, and a critical component of the plan, do, study, adjust cycle as well. However, I find that often we have two problems here in the West when we are practicing the scientific method or practicing hoshin kanri or strategy deployment. First is that we don't take the time to do check, adjust, or study, adjust. We get stuck in the plan, do, plan, do, plan, do without really learning what progress we are making with the process that we're going through and the roadblocks that we're uncovering. We just keep going and doing, like we're throwing darts at a dart, playing darts and throwing it at the target, but not really understanding if we're on course or off course. Secondly, by the very nature of the word check, we often see this as a tick the box type of activity, a check the box, something that you do rather than going to learn. And it can be seen as punitive. Did you do it or not? Why not? And asking with blame rather than coming at it from a place of learning, of studying, and as an opportunity to make adjustments so that we can course correct and get towards the goal that we're trying to achieve. I suggest two things. One is that we move away from starting the acronym of the scientific method to start with plan, do, and that we change the word from check, act to the second component or the second iteration of this, which is study, adjust, and that we flip it to start with study, adjust, plan, do. The very nature of starting the cycle with plan, do can help, it gets us stuck in that plan, do cycle. So if we do study, adjust, plan, do, and continue from there and seeing studying as the beginning of our learning process, reflection, and not going in to just check the box or to assign blame, but really as a source of learning. As I learned from Mr. Isao Yoshino, the subject of my book, Learning to Lead, Leading to Learn, that the only secret to Toyota is its attitude towards learning. And this comes from the real emphasis on the studying and adjusting that happens from plans. Set a goal and learn your way towards that. We cannot be doing just plan, do, plan, do. We need to study, reflect, learn, and course correct, adjust, and move forward. This checking or studying component is a critical component of just not only small problems, but also large strategic initiatives as well. And having regular cadence and set times that you and your team are going to study, check, adjust, and move forward is so critical to being able to achieve goals, both small and large on the strategic scale. And this is a little bit of wabi-sabi or imperfection in my video for you. I want us to start a movement towards study, adjust, plan, do. Let's change the acronym SAPD and bring this forward in all that we do, from our own personal improvement to smaller problems that we're trying to solve to large strategic initiatives. Study, adjust, plan, do, starting with reflection as a source of learning, is how we are really going to create our own organizations that accelerate towards achieving the goals that we want. I also invite you to join me and Mr. Yoshino on April 21st. We are leading a second hoshin kanri workshop live, and it is going to be focused on the check or the study component of strategy deployment of hoshin kanri, both practiced at the individual level for your own personal hoshin, as well as at the organizational level. How do you create effective processes for checking, for studying and adjusting? And how importantly, do you create a culture that welcomes bad news first and brings forward the concept that no problem is a problem? A place where there's psychological safety to show what's really happening so that we can look at the process, study, reflect, and learn so that we know how we're going to be more effective to get to the outcomes that we desire. So please join me and Mr. Yoshino on April 21st, 2021 for this follow-up Hoshin workshop on checking and creating a no-blame culture. And I want to encourage you to start using the study, adjust, plan, do cycle. Thank you again. There's more information on my website, kbjanderson.com. And always reach out to me here on LinkedIn or follow me in other places. And of course, if you want to learn more from Mr. Yoshino, please check out the book, Learning to Lead, Leading to Learn. I hope you can all join us for the workshop, and I'm inspired you to start with reflection and studying as the beginning of your learning process. Have a great day.